win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So West Virginia's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Here comes the heat. Finds his tight end. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Alabama's offense has the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third down coming, in the Morgantown faithful making it tough on this big play. To the air, it's Russell. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
I think early in the game, you can really set the tone. You got the completion. You set up a manageable fourth down situation. Do I want to be aggressive? Do I want to show them I'm willing to go for it on fourth down? I got a great opportunity right here.
Makes the catch. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Mountaineers are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third. The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. looking downfield on first down. Finds his man in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Russell. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Got a man, it's Williams. At midfield, he's got room. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in your offense?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Right back to him on the ground. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Deep in enemy territory, ball's at the 3. They can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown. And here they go on 4th and short. To throw, it's Russell. Fires into the end zone. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. And the Mountaineers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back up.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Russell. Got him downfield. Breaks free in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. A first down run in the red zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a third down.
Starting to feel a little pressure. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Tide!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. The Mountaineers want to move quickly. Quarterback running on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Mountaineers will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the right. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off play action. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They're working that left side. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Man, these in-breaking routes are so hard for these slot guys because you're so worried about them flying up the field vertically. Nice job sitting down, breaking in, finding a little hole, making a catch.
Gonna look downfield again. Gets it out quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna run it. It's Young. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one, too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Look out, he's got room. Got the first down and more. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Working that left side now. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Mountaineers want to crank the tempo.
First down, West Virginia.
To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Got it in the middle. It's Hale. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Pulls it in. It's Hale. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Grab near the marker. It's Hale. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Open space at the 25. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. The offense changing the play. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except the ticket holders. One more snap coming before halftime. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountaineer Field.
The Mountaineers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in this.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quickly complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs. Now out close to midfield. Here's the pressure. Now improvising. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol.
And you can tell that young man is comfortable in the pocket, feeling good. You know, last play, nice job setting his feet, making a good throw, getting a completion. Now, didn't like what he sees. What does he have? He has the ability to take off and scramble and make some yards. So this QB is really feeling comfortable.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bama! And the beatdown has ensued.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down. Like, everything going the other direction.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Russell. Complete. The Tide will get the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. A 3rd and long here. They can't pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. They'll run play action. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, running back gets the give. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? And the Mountaineers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Russell. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
With the catch, it's Adams. Across the 25, he's got room. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Let's go.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the move, he fires. He caught it. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to run it in. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And nice job by the defense. Understanding second and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the third down and short.
2 straight times they've been denied. Do they go to the ground again on third and goal? They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown tie.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wilson to pass. Looking left. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down. Behind the chains now on second and long. The run to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Mountaineers are in a mess here on third and a mile. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On the run, fires downfield.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Offense gets set for second down. They want that clock to run. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Finds his man. It's Adams. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama comes to the line on third and short. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Completes it in the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Alabama, 45. West Virginia, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Etheridge. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pressure coming. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
Well, the defense can smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the field and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the...
Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Russell. That's caught. It's Horton. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Horton. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it on the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
West Virginia, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. One more play to pad the stats. Wilson will throw. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. The old